Okay, on to what I think is video 5 on the T4 day van. That will have a diesel heater in, that's on the way, the carpet's on the way, the leisure battery's on the way, the split charger's on the way. The bits that have landed today are quite a few. That'll be the pollen filter into the cab there. I'm going to make something on the front, so I'm not paying 50 quid, which is the lowest used price at the moment. That's ridiculous. What else has come? A couple of USB ports. I'll show the fitting of that in this video. I've got two. Got one for my own T4. That's an N75 valve for a T5 I've got. That's the door check strap. Again, I'll be fitting that. And I think it's the ignition. Yeah, the ignition switch, which is actually easy. The only thing about it is there's a tiny little screw that goes in the back there. I think that could be a hassle, but let's give it a go. So first, just see if the filter clicks on there. Yep, that in itself doesn't happen very often. It's a nice good fit, clicked in. So I'm going to make something up to go over the top of that and across the front here. Again, I'm not paying stupid money for. In fact, somebody actually wants for the cover of this, the top section there and the down section here, 120 plus postage. Ridiculous. You know, that should be 30 quid plus postage max. Okay, next. Also the headline in here, I'll scrape that off. I'm waiting on the carpet, but I should have some glue this afternoon to do the foil insulation cab complete interior. That'll be in this video as well. What should I do next? I'm going to go for the awkward one, the ignition switch. Get that done, and as I'm doing other bits I can run it up to temp again, because on the front of the engine there is a little nylon connector on the front of the engine. Basically there's a pipe off it. I could see that weeping, so it's either the clip or the part itself. But anyway, let's get it up to temp and find out what's going on. Let's go for this ignition switch. Got the switch and the USBs off these guys that advertise on the old eBay. As you can see, I've already got all this stripped down. That's the ignition switch there. So I've got to somehow get into the tiny little grub screw at the back. It's a Phillips screw. Get into that somehow. Ignition switch off. That basically just unclips from the back, and new one in. Hopefully that's not too much hassle. In fact, I can't remember. I've done two before. I still can't even remember taking the screw out. So I'm thinking somebody had glued them in, or it weren't there. Anyway, here we go. And the bits I've missed. So left and right headlight adjusters, that goes in the bottom of the headlight, that in the top, or vice versa. Can't remember. The lights are here. Let's have a look. Okay, what would that be? I'd say that's the bottom one there. And the top body indicator, yeah it is, I remember now. That's the one by the indicator. So for the sake of these guys, $4.80 if you buy two each, you get your headlights all sorted. And you can see what happens there. As they get old, they just shatter. This is the old brittle plastic. This, especially that one, is the more soft. Yeah, okay, ignition switch. So let's get better access on this, which is, I think, the worst job on a T4. I've got the seat out, it's coming out anyway, to put the diesel heater in, and yeah, should be able to get to it now. So, wow, that's an old one. Looks as old as the van, that. Ignore the mess, it'll be immaculate when it's up for sale. The seat bases, everything will be repainted. So hopefully now I can get to the ignition switch. Okay, so I remembered what I did. I open-ended your Phillips in there. I've seen quite a few people do different things, but I've had this in my toolbox for years, glued in, and I wondered what it was for. So basically up in, you're going to have different connectors. I've just undone them and out of the way. For reference, that clip there, if you go in at that angle, you're not going to see it, but it's just, there's a little Phillips in there. So hopefully I can get that out. And the telltale way is as you turn the key, you're constantly having to, what feels like, turn the key further, and then you know your ignition switch is knackered. So yeah, I remember now. Basically, you take the seat out, much easier. You can lie across the back here, your head's kind of here, and you can see up. Otherwise, it's well, I don't know how I would have got to it. And you're talking 4 bolts, job done. Right, let's get this little arse stood in. What I do with these then is a bit of glue or blue tack, chewing gum, anything in that screw to get it back in. That's another peg to get in, and then you can just finish it off with your little Phillips head there. Actually, there's one in there. Yeah, just finish it off with that. Couple of 2-3 turns to tighten it down. It doesn't have to be super tight, as long as it don't fall out. Well, let's go for that. Okay, that's the ignition switch in there and secure. The rest I'll leave. My back's killing me. I think I'll move on now to the check strap. Okay, door card off. Wow, dirty. That needs cleaning. So that's got to come out. They're being replaced, and I'll leave that off because that'll be painted. Just get the back clip off there, and that. That's a nice easy job. It's the first one of these I've had brake on a T4, to be honest. I've had in the past bits of welding that need doing here, but basically you check strap there, a new one through, bolt in from the here through to the thread on the check strap, that into there, pin in, job done. Now, the only thing I've had up to now is it's pain actually when these break in here. You've got to weld that plate back onto this. So yeah, let's get that done. Job done, nice and easy. Pin through there, 2 there, new check strap. Yeah, works perfect on its 2 positions. Let's see, USB fitted. Twin port USB, nice quick charge on it. I blanked out the cigarette. I'll put one in the back, so replace this. Just looks neater without that. And there's a front for the ashtray there. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. Okay, that's the foil going in. Just got the bottom section here, side door, wheel arches. And I'll put some on the floor before I put the 12mm down tomorrow. Okay, nearly there. It's the roof. Both the sides done, sliding door inner. Just going over the wheel arches and the floor. But then I'll go around and just tape up the holes. If you've got, especially if you've got lighter carpet, all of these you'll get brown, black staining on from the airflow through the van if you carpet with it open like that. Excuse me. So yeah, next I'm out for the floor. I need another sheet and the plywood. Okay, that's all the foil done, nicely insulated. Just need a real big turkey and the door's closed. Okay, I should have enough floor. I've cut the first piece, it's come across, I've got 2 pieces left. I may go across there and then a centrepiece, but I think I'm going to put like a dark grey cord carpet on this one. So, okay, let's go for the floor. That's the first one. It's just placed down at the moment. It's looking good. Okay, that's all the insulation done. And the floor down. Bodywork's almost done, so it'll be the painting tomorrow in anthracite grey Raptor.